So one of the things I get asked quite a lot about is how to bring your leg up into the space between the hands, which is a transition that we use quite a lot in Vinyasa yoga, Ashtanga yoga, and any kind of flow yoga. So the key to this will be right back from when we take our all fours position. So taking an all fours position, lining up, aligning your limbs up with your wrists firmly underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. You're going to try and take a flat back, a tabletop back. So that might include just drawing the navel into the spine a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to look at spreading our fingers out nice and wide so you've got as much grip onto the mat as you can with your hands. As you exhale, you're going to scoot the belly up, you're going to tuck the chin in and tuck the tailbone under. So we call this angry cat pose. Come back to neutral spine. Let's take it again. Really puff the shoulders up. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing down into the mat and I am puffing out all the way across this part of the back of the shoulders. Now I've got as much space as possible between my chest and the mat. Okay, so this is the first place that you want to start to get practicing as much of a curve in the spine and a puff in the back as you can get. Okay, and then moving on from there would be to do this in a plank position. Okay, so taking both legs out behind you, your wrists are still underneath your shoulders, you're in plank position, you're reaching the heels behind you, trying to straighten the legs. Take that angry cat pose again. So scoot the belly under, tuck the chin in and push into the mat so that you're getting a little curve through the spine. Come back to the centre. Scooping everything up and back to the centre. Okay, so those two actions, what we're trying to do is we're trying to scoop everything up, lift ourselves and create as much space underneath us as possible. So another thing to practice to get this going nice and strong is to lift the right leg up. I'm just going to show you with the right leg first of all. We'll do it with the left as well. Into a three-legged dog position. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly bring your knee into the chest. So your knee's going to sit somewhere in between the ribs and the chest. Okay, so you're here. We're working the core really strong. Now puff again. Push into the mat. Scoop the belly up. Tuck the chin in. Okay, let's just show you it with the left side. So you lift the left leg up. Doesn't have to be super high. Just get it off the floor. And then exhale. Bring the knee into the chest, my weight has come forward slightly, so my shoulders are still in line with my wrists. Scoop everything up. See if you can hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. So those three things are good prep exercises so that you, again, you're creating as much space as you can underneath the body. You're really pushing down into the mat. So there's a lot of shoulder strength required as well. The second thing is obviously getting the hip flexors. So you want to be able to sit and be able to hug your knees in comfortably. One knee at a time. Again, we do lots of exercises like this in the seated sequences. So just getting that tightness so that you can wrap yourself up as tight into a little ball as possible. Again, that is going to help you swing the leg through. So let's have a try and look at it in a slow-mo position. I'll do the left leg because it's closer to the camera. From a downward facing dog, we say step the legs forward into the space between the hands. Sounds so easy. Good. So slow-mo to do this. We would lift the leg up slightly. In Ashtanga, you don't lift the leg up, you just go from downward dog. You exhale, you scoop that knee into the centre of the chest. There's a second action here of pushing yourself away from the mat. Now I've got space for my leg to swing underneath me. And I'm going to step my leg up. into the space between the legs. Now my foot is in line with my hands. From there you can come into all your lovely standing postures. Let's show that with the right leg just a little bit quicker. So lift up, exhale in, scoop up, step that leg forward. Okay, so that's how you would do this. However, when you're learning, you can always take various different routes to get there. And one of my favourites for that is just to step the leg into the middle. So it's somewhere between your foot and your hands. Reach round, same arm as leg. So I've got my left hand, my left leg. Take it behind the calf. Bring it up. Actually, bring it, carry it up, step it up into that space. And now we're in what we call runner's lunge. And we can continue on through any kind of vinyasa. So again, take it into the centre, take your hand, grab it behind the calf. Maybe you don't do it all in one, maybe you do 1 step, 2 step, and then you're in that lunge position again, ready to take your standing lunges, warriors. Other ways of doing this, come from your downward facing dog. Bring your knees down. Bring your weight off your hands. Bring yourself to your knees. Step your left leg forward, obviously, or the right leg. So you're in a lunge, what I call the proposal lunge. And then bring your hands down, straighten your legs. Move through your little vinyasas. Okay, so it doesn't have to always be like that. For a lot of people, it's quite tough just to swing that leg through. As I say, it will matter how much hip flexibility you've got to be able to swing that leg through. Okay, but there's a few little exercises. I'll just recap. You've got angry cat pose. You've got angry cat in a plank. And you've got knee into the chest, lifting away from the floor. So keep practicing those, keep doing your hip flexor exercises, and hopefully one day you'll be able to swing that leg through with no problem.